What up, people? Day 10 nigga coming at you with a video. Sorry for missing, the last couple of weeks with the playoffs predictions, like last week and all that. But I'm coming out to you with the Super Bowl. Okay. Now we have the 49ers and then we have the Ravens. Now first, we're gonna be talking about 49ers. Now, 49ers, we know, starts to begin the season, started Alex Smith. Then, when Alex Smith got hurt, they went to Colin Kaepernick. He was basically the backup until he got pretty good. Now, he was playing good, and Alex Smith lost his job. And then, they was on the road. They beat Tom Brady and all them. Playoffs. Now we're gonna skip to playoffs. We don't got time for all that. But we're gonna skip to playoffs. Playoffs. He actually did pretty good, against the Packers. Even though he threw a pick on the first drive, he totally forgot about the pick and just completely dominated that game. Now, Colin Kaepernick was dominating that game against the Packers, as I said. He had ran for like 200 and some yards, and then he passed for 200 some yards, so he goes 400 yards. Man, that's a beast. Okay, and then the next week he had when against the Falcons. Now, the Falcons, they did a pretty good job containing him. But once again, he proves again that he can play in the pocket. I mean, this dude is a threat. You gotta pick your poison. Either you're gonna let him run, which is a bad idea, or you're gonna let him pass, which is a bad idea. Or you're gonna let him hand off to Frank Gore, which is a bad idea, or you're gonna let him keep it, which is a bad idea. And then they got that defense, 2-minute linebackers, Bowman and Willis. Those two are monsters. Then you got the Smiths, Justin Smith and Alden Smith. And then you got them two safeties, them two hard-hitting safeties. And then you got Rodgers, which is their best corner. Okay, and I forgot a couple people on offense. You got Vernon Davis, and you got Crabtree, and then I think Mario Manningham might be playing. I don't know for sure, but he's an X factor. You got all them weapons. They got all them weapons. Alright, next we're gonna move on to the Ravens. Okay, now we have the Ravens. Now the Ravens on offense, they have Joe Flacco. Now Joe Flacco this postseason been playing pretty good. 8 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And guess what? In the postseason, he played Andrew Luck. He outplayed Peyton Manning. And he also outplayed Tom Brady again. Man, he's on the road. That's all I got to say. Then you got Torrey Smith, deep ball threat. He can go deep. You got Anquan So Strong Bowden, just snatching balls out of the air like it ain't nothing. Who else you got? You got Dennis Pitta, underrated tight end. He works basically he works the middle, short yards, medium yardage, all that. You got Ray Rice. I said it, Ray Rice. balling. You know, he can run the ball in between tackles, outside tackles. He can run the ball anywhere. He also can catch. Um, what else on offense? Who else? Oh, and don't forget about that backup, Pierce, too. He's pretty good himself. And then you got Jacoby Jones, the X factor on the wide receiver. You know, sometimes he'll show up on wide receiver now, but you better watch out for him on special teams though. Okay, now on the defense, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, you know, Terrell Suggs getting back to himself, and you got Paul Kruger who's playing pretty good. You know, Haloti Ngata, and then and don't forget Pollard. No, defense pretty stout. Defense actually, I think the defense in this postseason has not let a team score a touchdown in the second half. Yes, I said that. Yeah, and they just playing. The defense playing pretty good. Next up, my pick. Let's get it. Doing my design. And my pick is the 49ers. Yes, 49ers. The reason is I think that Baltimore would not be able to stop their offense. You know, they basically had to pick like poison against the read option with Colin Kaepernick. Either you gonna let Frank Gore get it or Colin Kaepernick get it. Either way, it's not a bad choice. Yeah. Alright. Deuces.
I'm older now. I actually heard whispers that he's getting older. I actually heard these rumors that maybe lost his step. I remain more focused now and more hungry now than I've ever been. There's something else I have to get done. I touched glory once before. I'm prepared to do whatever it takes to make sure that when my legacy is finally done, that they will look back and say that this man gave everything he had every time he stepped on the field. To one day host that Lombardi trophy and to look in the eyes of men and ask the question, did you give me everything you had? I will finish the race. And at the finish line, my legacy will endure forever.